Okay, we've got a super speedy lick for you today in the key of A minor. This is very much influenced by Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was definitely a big influence on my playing for a number of years, and still is really. So we're in the key of A minor, and we're coming out of the lovely pentatonic position 1, which you all know and love. Now we're starting with what I call a Chuck Berry lick. Okay, so we've got this. So bending up the 7th fret, and then the 5th on the B and the E, and then we're adding that on the end. Which is a cool lick on its own. You'll have heard it a million times. People like Jimmy Page played it a lot. So pick on the 8, down pick, pull off onto the 5. And after that we've got this. Alright, so here I'm kind of coming down, playing some notes that aren't in the pentatonic scale, that aren't in the natural minor scale either. We've got... So I'm coming, that's the minor 3rd, that's the 9 or the 2nd, that's the flat 9. Stevie Ray Vaughan often played the flat 9, didn't quite play it this way, but... So, slowly it's... Or you could go... You know, instead of doing the minor 3rd, you could go straight to the 2 and then the flat 2. So we could go... Or... Really doesn't matter, okay? So here we've got another cool note, the flat 5. 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. And a lot of these little licks, you could take them out of context of this lick and make them little licks in their own right, which is cool. Okay, and then I've got this, and you can kind of continue that as long as you want. Alright, so it's just 5, 7, 5. I'm hammering on the 7 of the A string. That's the right one. And the last bit is like this. Okay. I think what I'm doing, sometimes it's a bit hard to figure out what you're doing when you're in quick. I think I'm doing an upstroke here. So it's almost a bit economy pitch. It's like that. So if you watch my pit, I'm going down here. Up, pull off, up, pull off. Which allows you to make it really super duper smooth. Okay, so prerequisites for this is that your hammer-ons and pull-offs are really strong. So a couple of little exercises you could do. One that I give to students quite frequently is this one. Right. You'll also notice I'm muting a bit on the right hand here. Now that's because otherwise I'm going to get notes ringing out. This just keeps it a little bit more under control. Okay, you could try it here. There you go. A little bit harder there because we've got to move this finger. Another little point is that you might think that I could use my little finger here, especially when I'm going. I could do, right? You will find that a lot of pentatonic based players tend to use 3 fingers for pentatonics. Well, I'm not saying that's necessarily right, but the reason being is that you can get away with using 3 fingers because a lot of pentatonic stuff is 2 notes per string, and therefore you don't need all 4 fingers to do it. However, it's a bit of a mistake not to use your little finger, right? You definitely should use your little finger. It's really super important. And if you're doing, you know, legato stuff like that, you're definitely going to need your little finger, because unless you've got sort of weird shaped hands, you're not going to be able to do it. So sometimes it's okay not to use your little finger, but it's certainly not okay not to use it all the time. You definitely need to use your little finger. But I often find with pentatonic stuff, I prefer to use 3 fingers. These 3 fingers are undoubtedly stronger than your little finger. And there's a little quandary there, because perhaps if you don't use your little finger at all and you're just solely based in pentatonic playing, your little finger will never get strong. So it's definitely something to be aware of. So have fun with that, enjoy, and subscribe.